again, trying to drive and talk to God, and it just like stuff just comes to me, and then God speaks to me too. And I was just thinking about how we as just people in general, we wanna see what a person gets for mistreating us. And so we always go to the Bible scripture, God in Psalms, God prepares our table in the presence of our enemies. Well, that holds very true because the Bible is true. And once we understand Ephesians, that we're not fighting against flesh and blood, so your enemies are really not the people, but they are spirits. And so spirits and your enemies, the enemy that is assigned to you, they see your table being prepared. Now, it may not be the person that you think should be seeing, oh, I want this person to make sure that, they see God's table. And we shouldn't be so infatuated with that notion. An episode of Judge Judy comes to mind when it was a girl who sued. It was a girl who was in high school, and she sued a person who asked her to homecoming, and she sued for the dress, the makeup, the her hair. She sued for all of the preparations that she did, that she took in measure and in hopes that she was going to go to homecoming with this guy. I don't know the exact story, but he ended up not going with her, and it may have been a prank, or it just may have been like he took someone else or whatever. But the girl was really, sad, and she said, I took all this preparation, and she went to Judge Judy. Judge Judy, in fact, ordered the person to pay back and saying, that was cruel or whatever. So yeah, you're going to have to pay back this girl who had the hopes of going with you. But she said one valuable lesson at the end. She said, he's going to get what's coming to him. You may not see it. It may be later on in life. You may be somewhere else. But he is going to get he's going to reap what he sowed, basically. And you may not see it. And we have to get into a mindset, guys, that as much as a person has hurt us, has mistreated us, has did all of these things to us, we have to get out of wanting to see what God has in store for that person, because God may restore a person and you be like, God, he ain't getting away, she ain't getting away with. Leave it up to the correct judge and not your own. And I know you'd be like, oh, I want to see, but we have to get out of that mindset, because God doesn't necessarily like that's sort of like a prideful nature when you are like, well, I don't need to see. God said, I don't need you to see what I'm going to do in this person's life, because I made to change this person's life, because I love this person just like I love you. So God has said, like, don't try to see what a person gets, or don't try to hang around or make someone hang around you so you can see, so they can see God blessing you and be like, see, see, this is what you get for playing with. No, we must humble ourselves. And get that out. Now, it takes some work to get that out, but go on with life. Continue to do what God has called you to do. Be blessed, and receive your blessings as God unfolds. And if He allows you to see that person later on in life not doing so well or whatever, then so be it. But if He doesn't, you got to be content knowing that God will turn everything around for your good. So you have to be content with, well, God, you turn this around for me in my situation. I don't know what's going on. I bless that person, continue to pray for them, but you have to be content with that. And so that's what He's calling us to do. And as much as we want that satisfaction to know that that person is miserable, or that person is reaping what he sowed, or the fact that God is blessing you and you want them to see that that's not God's spirit. To be honest, that's not. He wants us to move forward and know that when He prepares the table, your enemies, which are the spirits, which are the demons and all of that, they see it. It may not be the person, quote unquote, that you think should see it, but your enemies see it regardless if that person is present in your life or not. So just take that into consideration. Let's just humble ourselves and let's just glorify God in our mind, in our bodies, in our mental state, and everything. So be blessed.